Hello, 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 hello. Wherever you happen to be on this breathtaking planet, we humans call Earth. I sincerely hope you are having an engaging evening or day, evening, night, wherever you happen to be located. I truly do. Welcome to my channel. A blender. You see the package that I'm using is called Blender, but my topic can be extended to any of the other 3D packages because it's going to be dealing with nodes. If the 3D package has nodes in it, you can still use the technique that I'm going to show you right here. So let me get my scene set up. And my topic for the day is for the beginner users with nodes. If you're a beginner with nodes, this is the perfect stop for you. But you don't even have to be a beginner because my technique can also extend to those people who are intermediate level and expert level with these nodes. I'm going to show you a quick and easy way how to make a wood plank. And I just made a basic wood plank because I'm a low poly person. I'm not photorealistic. I don't need a picture looking like it's a photograph. I need something that's look close. A low poly person just care about close things. But it's one more thing I discovered about low poly. Low poly, they just use basic colors. Like over here in my selection menu, the surface part where my mouse is just base color white. Or for this plank right here, the base color, well, I'm not going to worry about that. It's white. And my viewport is still white because the reason why it's white because I have a texture applied. So let me click up here on the render view and see how I look. See, my texture is still there. Well, I didn't choose a base color. I didn't choose no color. But anyway, I was gonna say this. When I see people using low poly, they never use those nodes or texturing. So even though I love low poly, I still want to incorporate nodes to make simple things like a wood plank on the floor to give more pizzazz to the low poly scene. So it's wood plank. And I'm going to show you how I must use a simple node setup to use this. I'm going to show you a second. Let me go back into the shader. I click on my shader and see, and that's all I use. Other than the BSDF, other than these two right here, I only use 3 nodes. The texture coordinate node, let me zoom in some more. I use texture coordinate nodes right here. And I have it on UV. I could put it on object. Let me see what happened. See, it still didn't change much. So with my little simple method, you can use UV, you can use any of them basically. I'm going to put it on generator. Let me see how I look then. So it don't even matter. I leave it on generator. So my lessons for beginners, and as you can see right here, my topic is dealing with making a wood plank. But I want to put this wood plank modeled on a floor. I want to put this on a floor. And let's see. Now, you know I have to make more copies of this, so that's what I'm going to do in my next one. Let me go to my next one. And I'm not going to set it up from scratch like so many do, because I know everybody can have basic rendering. This is basic modeling skills right here. That's making a wooden plank with a rectangle. Ain't nothing fancy about this. So, here's my second file right here. Let me go back to layout. You see right here, I have multiple wood planks. Let me change this white one back to wood. And I want to say something to you. Every element that you see here is needed. I need this white floors. I call it gap. And I need, of course, my main focus is on these planks right here. Right here, these planks. And I want to scatter them as much as possible in this little area right here, my little gap area. Let me put it in the top view, top. Now, to do this, For one wood plank, I just hit Shift D, hit enter. Then I hit G. Then I hit X. Then I moved it right there 51 hundredths. I'm going to do it again. But you see that way is more slower. It's slow. Shift D, enter, hit GX 0.51. Now, the reason I do like it, but now, if you want precision in yours, if you want high level precision, then you can do them one at a time. But it may be time consuming. Or you just can like highlight certain ones of them like that. Oops, I got the I don't want to copy the floor, so I better do this with, I better use the Shift key. Then I just hit Shift D. Then I just move it down by, I guess it. I eyeball it. That's the faster method. And I might have to slide it over some more, see, but it may not be precise. I have to hit G, X, and move it over a couple. 1, 2. Okay, that looks reliable. So that's the other way you can do it. All right, so you got that out the way. Rapid replication or slow replication. Now, the reason why this white area or my gap area is important because, you know, it's gaps between it on an actual floor. And you can make this any color you want to. Black. I just chose white to make it stand out more. Now, I'm gonna click on my this plane. I'm gonna hit Control. I'm gonna hit the G key, or you can use this right here. I want to choose the Move tool. I never use that much. Then I just can drag it up as close as possible to the right there. And when I do that, you get to see the gaps a little bit more better. When I move it down, for instance, I'll move it down. See, the gaps are not that evident. I can still see it, but it's not that prominent. When I move it as close as possible to my surface, my wood surface, see, it becomes a little bit more dominant, as you can see. So the plane is very important. It's for those gaps. Okay, so you got the idea about this, how to replicate it and moving the plane around. So let me go to my final rendition. Then we can start this. Number 3, don't save. Let me go back to layout. All right, now I want to click on my plane so I can see it better. See, I can still see it, but I want to see it. I want to make it more prominent. G, Z, slot, and see, not a whole lot of technical stuff here. Just eyeball it. All right, I can see it is more prominent. You see, it's more prominent, and you see, I try to make it realistic. I tried to make it more realistic. You see, my wood planks is out in different locations. One is here, 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 here. You get the point. I try to make it look as realistic as possible. Because some floors, they just don't have that boring, dull look to it, as you saw earlier. Okay, so we got that out the way. So I try to give it some pizzazz to it. I have my planks in different locations. And like I was saying earlier, this is huge for the person who's new to nodes. You don't have time to be fighting with 20 nodes, 30, or 40. My method, it just involves a couple nodes, and if you use this method, over time, you'll become more and more familiar with the nodes, and then you can start making it look more advanced. But this is a quick, fast, dirty way of making at least the floor. You can make wall tiles, anything that involves tiles. It's quick and fast, and to me it seems effective without a whole lot of headaches. All right, I'm gonna put it back in top mode. I'm gonna get into something else that's important. Now I discovered earlier I wanted to have these edges right here. I want to have all of these touch, the tip of hair. That's what I wanted to do earlier. I tried to extrude them, but extrusion don't work. I'm going to show you why extrusion don't work. I'm just going to click on one. I'll click on two of them. And I try to make it simple, collecting the ones that look similar. Extrusion don't work. I'm going to show you why. Edit. All right, I got it. I'm going to click on all three of them. Oops. Let me do it again. I'm going to show you extrusion. If you think about extrusion, you can't use extruding. Wow. You see right here? Right here. In this little area. Now, it's a magnificent level of distortion. It made the wood plank all linear. That takes away of your realism. Now, like I said, I'm a low poly person. I'm not aiming for photorealism, but I do want to add a little bit more of believability to my scenes. Having those parallel lines reduce realism. So I gotta do it the hard way. Now, if anybody know a fast way of doing it, let me know. But the only way I know how to adjust the final size of it is go back to this mode. You have to scale them. I'm sorry about that. You have to actually scale your figure. So I'm going to hit S, Y. I'm going to scale it a little. Oh, but that's a good thing about it. See, but if you select multiple copies, like I just now did, you can select multiple ones. Let me hit G and see how I look. I think I scaled it too much. I'm just going to scale it on Y a little. So it's not too bad because like I just now did, I selected multiple copies. G, Y. So it's not too bad. I put it right here to make it look simple. So when I scale it, I'll try to put it. Now, what can help you with the scaling is try to put it in, try to put the thing in the center. I'm going to get you what I mean. Try to put it in the center. Let's look at the center. And when I scale it, right here, see, it's in the center. In the center. Or close to the center. And when I scale it, it's going to be scaling from the origin point. So it should not be. I should not have to have a lot of fighting with it. I shouldn't. Let me grab it again and try to center it even more. I'm gonna go up a little. Now I'm gonna scale and let's see how I look. Scale Y. Just a little. Okay, that looks believable. Okay, that's not bad. So all things that has the same, length, I can scale those together. So let me click right here. And here, they got the same length. I grab it, try to center it to make it, my scaling a little bit more easier. It's in the center. Oh, okay, I shouldn't do this one because this one, yeah, this board is longer right there. So I only can do one of them. So, but it's still easy if you just try to put it in the center. Try to center it like that. Then I can scale it. That's scale too much, isn't it? Oh, I got scale on the Y. So you got to scale on a particular axis. I'm going to scale it a little bit more. That gap looks too big. Scale Y. scale 1. I hope it's not on incremental, because if it's on incremental, then I may mess it up a little. Let me see. Now, wow. I'm just going to touch it. Gentle touch. Yeah, I think it's on incremental. So, but it's just a demonstration. It's just a demonstration. So, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time fighting with it. These three are the same. This one is a little bit longer. I can scale this in a little scale. Y, a little bit more in. G, Y. Yes, Y. G, Y. Okay. These three right here, so that makes it easy when they have the same dimensions. Grab on a Y, try to center it, eyeball it. That looks good. Scale Y. That looks good right there. For the bigger ones, I'm going to bring this down, grab Y, try to center it. That looks good. Scale on a Y. But the thing about it, see now, when you make your gaps, you know, I don't think people today ain't going to be looking at your gaps real hard. It don't got to be perfect. They ain't going to be spending all that time saying, oh, look at the gap, look at the gap. But you know, I'm just trying to be realistic. They ain't going to be spending all that time. They're just going to look at the floor, see how good it look. Then they're just going to keep moving. They ain't going to be spending all that time looking at each and every little gap on here. Try to center it. GY, try to put it in the center. That looks centered. Scale Y. Scale Y. Let me see. Oh, good. I can use the keyboard a little bit too, can I? I'm using my keyboard. Okay, well, why is it doing this? I guess I use the mouse. Scale Y. Right there. Good. That's it. The last one is like this piece right here. Scale Y. Grab it on a Y. Bring it up. Let's see how it looks. Oh, okay, let me try to put it in the center now. Try to center it. Good. That's it. Scale Y. All right, that looks good. That looks good. So you see how my wood planks look? And also I have it. I want to drag my floor up a little bit more so I can see it. A little bit more. Grab on a Z. And now, see, look how that look. It looks like a floor. But it still got some, because like everything looks the same. Now here come the magic, people. Everything looks identical. Our actual wood plane don't look identical. Now I'm going to show you the magic of just with those little simple 3 nodes I got. So let me go back to my shader. My shader right there. Then I can randomly choose different planks. The magic is right up here. Right here. Here's where the magic at. Right there. I can choose different things. Right now, see, it's called gap. That's the white part. The next one is called wood. That's my wood. That covers all of it. I want to show you one more thing too. Now, you see right here, when I control just one piece, let me come out. When I just do one, it's going to affect everything. Watch. Musgrave texture is on 9.3. You see that? So you can't, if I change one, all the wood changing. You see that right here in the middle? I change one thing. You see that everything has changed. So it's still not what we want. But I'm going to show you the magic now. Let me go to my first one. Right there. And then, now, you see where it say 25 at? I think because I have 25 pieces of wood. I'm going to click on that number, and it's going to make a new number for it. Click on that number 25. See, it's called Wood 1. I'm going to leave it like that, like as it is. Now, I can come and make changes to wood number 1. I can make subtle changes to it. Let me jump to another piece of wood. Wood number 4. I change the detail on there. Oh, see, I made a mistake. See, when I went to wood 4, it still said 24. I have to click on the number 24 to make it separate and unique. Click on that. It says number 2. Now I can change it. You see that? I changed that. Let me just keep jumping and hopping around. I'm going to come here. I'm going to change the dimension. Oh, see, I made a mistake again. I got to go up here and click on that number, 23. But you see, it will affect it all. But that's a good thing. I click on that 23 right there. Now it's called wood 3. Now I can change the dimension for that piece of wood right there. I do that right there. I'm going to do about 10 of them. Let me go over some more. I choose this piece right here. Click on that number. That's number 4. I come up here to scale again. I just move it around a little bit. Let me keep sliding over. See? Keep going over some. Just keep choosing different pieces. Now all you gotta do is click on that number and give it its unique identity, detail. I do that for detail. Let me keep sliding over. Just keep doing this. That's piece number 20. Give us a unique identity. And then you can change some of the. You can change. I do that, and I can change that. You get me? I can do that. I can change more than one thing. I'm gonna jump down to my other pieces down here. Let me start from over here to the left again. I ain't gonna choose that same. I'm gonna choose a different number. Now this number 19. Click on it. It called it word 7. I'm gonna choose the elasticity. And I'm gonna choose the detail. That's number 7. Let me keep sliding over. Click on that number. It's number 8. I choose the detail. Let's make it a little bit darker. That's it. A little teeny bit darker. I ain't gonna do nothing else. I just slide over again. Choose another plank. Oops. See, I made a mistake. I got to click on that 17. And then give it. I change the Christianity. I change that. I'm going to change all 4 slightly. Right slight. I change that. Change that. Then I can change that. I'm going to keep going. That's number. Click on the number 16. I choose detail. I don't want to make it light. I do that. I choose scale. Yes, I like that right there. That looks more wood-like. And just keep going over. See? I'm choosing random pieces because you know some pieces of the wood gonna look like. I don't gotta change everything. Random pieces. But you can do what you want to do with yours. Oh, I click on that 15. That's piece 15. I do that. I do that. Do that. And that. Let's keep going. I'll choose this last piece right here. Then we're going to see how the final part look. I'm only going to change the detail. Oops, but I forgot to do something. See, I forgot to do something. I'll go up here and click on that number 14. That's it. I'll change the dimension. That looks like more wood-like. Do that. Change that. Alright, so let's go back to the layout view and see how it looks. Oh, that's can hit Control L. Oops, why is not doing that? Oh, Control Spacebar. And there we go. Look how it look. That looks more believable for wood tiling. Oh, what happened? My floor gone though. Ugh, let me hit Control now. Let me go back and see if I can find my floor. Layout view. My plane seemed like it disappeared. How am I playing it? Oh. Control Z. Okay, it's right there. I have two planes. I'll just do a plane one for now. Just the slightest touch until it disappears. Right there. It's gone. I get rid of that plane. Delete. And there we go. Look at it look. Look how it look, people. Realistic. I didn't spend 1,000 years or 20 hours manipulating node after node after node. It looks realistic for a floor. All I have, go back to shading. I got to click on my floor again. These simple nodes, barring the principal BSDF and the material, I only use 3: texture, Musgrave texture, and color ramp. And I got those results for my low poly scenes. That's 3. And the thing I like about the people, if you use this technique, you'll become more and more comfortable with nodes. And then you'll start adding a little bit more pizzazz. Because I think it takes them people a year or more to get the handle. It don't take no 2 months to master them nodes. It takes a year or more to successfully manipulate those nodes. And oh, there we go right there. Look how that look. How that look. See, look at that. It look like a floor to me. Nothing fancy. I see the floor. I see my little gaps. I could have made it black, but that's right. You see my little gaps there? It looks like, and it's what? Procedural. That's the main word. PBR. You can add, I can add bump maps so that if I wanted to. I could do that. To each of them. I just would have copied I would have copied the bump map to floor, but I ain't worried about that. The floor, it looks like wooden floor. I'm gonna show this to my spouse later. If you like this and you got any ideas, let me know. Like I said, for a beginner, you don't have to be intimidated by the nodes. Like I did. I made one artifact. This the final result. I'm gonna save this. Save. Here's my final one. And all I worked with was just one piece. I had to go right there. One piece of wood. That's all I did. Just replicate it. Move it. Scale it. And you're done. Thank you for stopping by. Like I said, 3D family, Blender family. I keep learning. This idea came to me yesterday. Like I said, it takes years to master all that node stuff. But this is a quick method. And see, because of this quick method I have, my love for nodes is growing. It's growing. Because if I didn't love nodes, I wouldn't even thought of this. Keep pushing. Keep striving. Never look back. Keep moving forward. Because the expert in Blender was a beginner. Everyone. Blender, Cinema 4D, Maya, Houdini, everyone was a beginner. Then it became over time intermediate. Then they moved up to higher levels. So keep pushing forward. Until the next time, 3D family, Blender family, peace.